So, first off, I want to say hi and thanks for watching. Second of all, I want to tell you that I am not an expert, I am not a professional, I am not a counselor of any sort. So, take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Just a little grain of salt. And if it applies to you, great. If it doesn't, great. Let's move on. Number one, connection. And I want to add to this as well my initial reaction to these women because I think they go hand in hand. Now that I'm older and I'm more self aware, I have understood that connection to be attraction. Now, attraction can range from A, B, C, D, and I'm not going to get into that right now. But for sure, I felt a connection with these people that I did not feel towards my regular everyday friends, and that included best friends, like best friends that I could talk to about anything, best friends that I can change in front of, straight women, gay women, bi women. It didn't matter. There was just something there. There was a magnetic pull towards these women that made me feel like I wanted to get to know them more. Two, I wanted to talk to these girls a lot. Whether I got around to it or not is a completely different story because, of course, some of the time I felt kind of weird and didn't want to force myself on them because I was like, why am I acting this way? Why do I feel this way? And so with some people, I just kind of let it be, but I always noticed that there was always a desire for a lot of communication with them. Number three, I found any reason to interact with these girls. I would text them about homework. I would just simply message them to ask how their day was going. I would find any reason to link up because I wanted to be in their presence. And I don't know, it was just this longing feeling like I need to be around this person. And a lot of the time we feel like, hey, it's just a girl crush. We want to make this new friend because she's really cool, she's really pretty, and she's so nice. And, I just want to hang out with her. I want to be around her. But I think for me, it went a lot further than that. But I didn't realize it for a long time. Number four, I thought about these people a ton. And at one point, I started asking myself, is this the behavior of a heterosexual woman? And when I answered myself, no, that's when it clicked. You know, I was thinking about these girls a lot throughout the day, just kind of simple, casual, innocent fantasies about going out, hanging out, talking, um, being best friends, and eventually it would advance to holding hands and kissing and hugging. I mean, a lot of sensual things, and then of course it got to more of the sexual stuff. But for sure, my time was very much spent thinking about these women and how we could just, I guess, connect with one another and how I could be around her. Number five, jealousy. Okay, so look, I don't generally consider myself a jealous person, and I never really have been, but I have had my moments where I've seen a crush with somebody else, or they talk about their girlfriend or boyfriend. Jeez. And I'm just like, okay. And at first, my first reaction is just like, ugh, like, why? And I just get this sinking feeling in my stomach, and I feel like I want to throw up, and just a lot of ugh, nasty things. But I, for the most part, try to smooth over any kind of wrinkles in my emotions and just remember, all right, you know, they're still people. They could do what they want, and I try to be happy for them. And sometimes I'll go as far as helping them through relationship struggles because that's just the kind of person that I am, and I don't like to be territorial over people, even though sometimes that's how I feel. But we're all human and we all deserve to be happy. So, 6. Physiological reaction. Whenever I would see a woman that I liked, I would get really, really nervous. My stomach would do these tumbles, my mouth would get dry, my hands would sweat. I would just get a lot of anxiety and I would start thinking of all these things. But on the flip side, I would get really, really excited as well. Like, really excited. I'd be thinking, okay, I'm gonna see this girl today. She's really gorgeous. Maybe I could steal a glance and not look like a total creeper. Or maybe we could talk about this. Maybe I should find an excuse to ask this. And yeah, I would be smiling from ear to ear. I would feel like I was on cloud 9. It was just very euphoric. So, how I felt around them, not just internally, but just like externally, and how I was behaving, and even my breathing would get weird just very fast. And like, I didn't know how to handle myself around these people, of course, because even though the most outgoing person in the world could feel confident around anybody, but when it comes to somebody you really like, all of a sudden you're not so confident anymore, and you just feel like, gosh, I feel like the stupidest person on earth. So there you have it, how I knew I liked girls, how I know when I like a girl, and I hope in some way that this video helps you figure out if you like somebody or not. But what I don't want you to do is assume that you like somebody, okay? Just solely based on this. Don't say, oh, yep, I'm gay. Don't do that, please. Research a little bit more, understand yourself a bit more. You don't have to figure out something right away. There is no rule in life that you have to figure this out today. So take your time, okay? Take your time. Be yourself. Just let yourself feel. Eventually you'll figure it out. And yeah, don't be afraid. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope I didn't bore you too much. Peace.